Oh boy, you guys are in for a treat today. You've been waiting for this one for a long time. Well, I've been waiting to say this for a long time. Nicole, cue my intro.
Yes, Sonic.
Hey guys, it is me, Red is Power, back with another toy review of epic proportions, and today we are looking at Bulkhead of Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise. And I know that this figure has gotten a lot of negative feedback because of his lacking paint, robot mode, and heck, even this mode, especially with this thing. And we're going to get into each and every last bit of it in my honest to God opinion. I will never lie to you guys. This is my opinion on this figure. Is it good? Is it bad? Do we finally break the long streak on YouTube? Is there actually someone out there that likes this figure? Let's find out today, shall we? Because only I know. You'll just have to sit back and find out. So, taking a look at his vehicle mode, which is nothing more than just a Humvee, I guess. I don't know cars. But, it rolls pretty well. I mean, all four wheels are rolling, if you can see on that side. And on this side, they roll pretty good. And remove this battering ram, which is probably the only weapon he actually should have came with besides the mace, which he doesn't come with, sadly. Oh, he does not come with the mace. Instead, we get this crappy thing. So I'll just remove Bulkhead so he's out of the frame, so that we can focus more on this thing. Yeah, what exactly is this supposed to be? Well, it's his wrecking ball. Yeah, it's his wrecking ball. In like a mech tech style with a light up gimmick, which kind of works. I mean, it is shining through the front. Let me try something. One sec. Okay, we're in the dark. Let's try it now. Yeah, it kind of works. Actually, it does work. The light actually shines right through the thing. So, okay. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. I really wish that Hasbro would go back to spring launching projectiles. Now, it's true. There are some Transformer figures out there today that do have that. Including the Optimus Maximus playset thing for the Legion class figures, or whatever they're called, which I have no interest in. But really, when it comes to the basic figures, the deluxe, Voyagers, Leaders, all that, they don't have it anymore. I haven't seen any figures of that kind of scale in a long time, ever since Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, that would have spring-loaded projectiles. I'm really thinking about starting a petition. When you would plug this thing into his vehicle mode, good gracious, look at that. Watch out for them low tunnels. So let's get that out of the way. And just bring back in his battering ram, which attaches right here. It's the only place that it plugs in vehicle mode. And that looks a lot better. It really does. This should have been the only weapon he actually came with. If it weren't for not the wrecking ball, which he doesn't have, in a way. But enough about that. I mean, let's take a look at this vehicle mode itself. It's got some nice paint application until you turn it to the side and you see that the windows are not painted on both sides. But unlike Bumblebee, they did bother to actually paint the back. See, the back bumper is painted in black and the tail lights are actually painted in red. So yeah, I'm actually pleased with this actually. I'm not going to kid you guys. I'm actually very pleased with this vehicle mode, even though the windows could use a little paint application here and there. beyond that, I mean, that's really it for nitpicking. Just besides the windows, this mode is actually pretty good. And I do like the fact that you can see like some kind of robotic detail on the inside of the windscreen, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that. A lot of people hate it, but I actually like it. I think it's pretty cool, especially with the sunroof. You can actually see some there. And his head. Yeah, spoiler alert, that's his head. But enough about that. This review has gone long enough in this vehicle mode, so let's go ahead and take this son of a gun to its robot mode. But wait, my apologies. We gotta do some size comparisons, don't we? So, okay, let's do some quick size comparisons. There's Bulkhead with Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Optimus Prime, which is Balblade's Optimus Prime. And there's Transformers Prime, Robots in Disguise, Cliff Jumper. So yeah, he's a pretty bulky figure, which gives the term in his name, Bulkhead, obviously. From the side, yeah, pretty huge. So okay, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And lo and behold, there he is, Bulkhead in his robot mode. Honest opinion about this robot mode. While it's not show accurate, I can understand what Hasbro was trying to go with here. A cheaper way to get this figure on the shelves, unlike the first edition, and just make it a lot more simpler for kids during the transformation. I can understand where the first edition may have been very troublesome with kids trying to learn, because it's a very complicated of a transformation for that figure. A lot of people have been nitpicking, and, well, not nitpicking, but they've been very bashful about the Robots in Disguise line so far. But I've got to admit, and I'm going to admit, even though a lot of people really hate this figure because it's not the first edition, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I really don't see a problem with this figure. I don't. Sure, there's a little nitpicking areas, like for the fact that his hands don't come out all the way, so he's kind of like, what's his name? Look, not Ludnut, but, Lockdown from the Transformers animated line. So yeah, his hands are pretty much stuck in an angle. And, yeah, sure, he's, pretty slim. He's not as bulky and fat as he should be, like in the show, or like the first edition figure. But really, when it comes down to it, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really actually think that this is a lot better. I really do like this robot mode. I really don't have any problems. Sure, it's got some kibble hanging in the back, but I mean, that's to be expected. But really, a lot of people complain about the fact that he's not fat. He's not as big and bulky as he should be. Well, I like it this way. I like the fact that it looks like he put off a little weight. That's great. It makes him look more powerful, more dominant. It looks as if he could like beat the living hell out of a counterpart for quick size comparisons. His arch nemesis, I believe, is Breakdown. And that's not a bad size between one another. And Breakdown has a little trouble standing up. So yeah, Bulkhead's a little bit taller than Breakdown. Just a little bit, head-wise. But, I mean, these two are just great figures to have. If you can't get first edition, which I really don't recommend, go for this one, because this one just looks better. He looks slimmer, he looks more powerful, and the fact that he's got a battering ram is good enough. Yeah, sure, I know, I'm just being sarcastic, but this is where it pegs in robot mode right here. So yeah, I mean, that's really it. Or maybe it can plug in right here. Kinda. Yeah, it's in there. And I guess it's supposed to like try and light up this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it does work. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it does actually light up. Alright, this gimmick actually works. I'm very surprised. I don't like that little cracking sound I just heard. But still, it's a piece of junk. But for another quick size comparisons, just in case you guys out there don't actually have breakdown, because he's a Japan imported figure only at the very moment. Here's Robots in Disguise Bumblebee, which is actually a pretty good figure now that I've gotten used to him. So yeah, I'm used to him now, people. He's not as bad as Air Arachnid. But really, other than that, there's nothing else to talk about. Can I actually recommend this figure? Like I said, if you can't get first edition, which I do not recommend, get this one because he's actually pretty good. And if anything, go after the Takara Tomy version where it's, you know, got more paint application and more sticker application. Even though this one doesn't have any stickers, I really gotta admit that one does look a lot better when it comes to sticker application. But I really don't like stickers, so if you just want a Bulkhead figure, go for the cheapest one, because obviously the Takara version is a little more pricier. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there are screaming like Kevin McAllister. But you guys asked for it, and here it is. My honest-to-God opinion about this figure, he is great. He could be a little better with paint application, but other than that, I really see no problem with this figure. If you got a problem with it, well then it's your choice. It's up to you guys whether or not you want the first edition. Go after him. I mean, it's totally your choice. I'm leaving it up to you guys what you think. Let me know what you think about this figure and this review down below. Questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll answer when I have time. And until the next toy review, guys, of epic proportions, this is Red is Power signing out. Thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you next time. Take care.